I just want to say thank you to everybody that liked, shared, subscribe, everybody that tuned in, everybody that told somebody to watch, man. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Uncle on the Couch podcast. I am happy to have y'all with me for another episode, man. If you returning, I definitely appreciate you for liking, sharing, subscribing, listening, tuning in, and coming to kick it with your uncle, man. I appreciate all of it. So I want to jump into a couple of matter of fact, hold on. Before I get to that, I know I gotta address it. I did the thank you video that I posted on Twitter, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all sincerely. I've had several of y'all reach out asking for visuals. I promise you, I'm working on it. I promise you, that is exactly what I'm working on. That was where that thank you video came from. It is, it's a process. I want to make sure that my vision can remain my vision. I want to make sure that it's authentic, that I'm giving people exactly what they envision, when they listen to me talking. So I'm working on all of that. Thank y'all for bearing with me. I thank y'all for being patient, of course, knowing that this is all new. But and then a lot of the motivation and pointers, that I've been getting as well, man. I appreciate all of it because it is 100% needed, but it's also showing that people support and they genuinely support you. So that's always cool, man. So once again, I appreciate everybody, for looking out, for sharing, for even being willing. Definitely means a lot, man. But I need Texas to go back to sharing some of this heat because it is freezing. I am not here for cold weather. Like I didn't move from the Midwest away from all them cold winters, the 30 inches of snow, the negative tens and 20 weather, just to come to Texas for the same thing. Like I'm not feeling this at all. So we got to wrap this up. Go ahead and share some heat, some something. But I am appreciative that y'all shut the whole city down for this. Like this ain't happening back home. Ain't nothing changing. But down here, you get an extra day off work or a couple days off work. So I ain't complaining about that part. Kind of need that. Um, but Valentine's Day coming up, man. I hope y'all got y'all Valentines picked out. I hope you got whatever lady, whatever man, whoever you dealing with. I hope y'all got it. Y'all got plenty of time now. You shouldn't have no excuse for why shouldn't nobody have a gift. Shouldn't nobody have something special. You got plenty of time to hand write some love letters, all that. That would be dope. Like fellas, if you listening, write your lady a love letter. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some women out there that would really appreciate that. They would love it. They would probably even write you one back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say that for myself. I'm maybe not though, cause my handwriting is terrible. So I don't wanna write the letter and then she looking at it and be like, hey man, what are you even trying to say? Like I really got the handwriting of a man. So I may pass on that one or do like an AI generated one. Do a Chat GPT one. Ask Chat GPT to write a love letter. That that could probably be a whole segment. I know that's gonna be crazy, but I think that's a topic worth discussing though. Like, why did we get away from writing love letters altogether? Male, female, whoever it is, like we took away that authenticity of love. Like I feel like that ain't it's not there. It's not forever present. Like people say they want it, they search for it, they look for it, but do they really want it? Or do people really know what that means? I think we've gotten away from people understanding that love is work. Like it requires a choice every single day to choose that person, to want to love that person, to go through all of the different emotions and actions that come with love. I know as a man, it took me a while to really kind of figure out, what love really looked like for myself. Um, 'Cause there is a whole lot of self accountability that has to come with love. To be able to display it, to be able to understand it, to be able to know its full capacity. You have to really take that journey for yourself. You got to be honest with yourself and be accountable. And sometimes that road in itself, it hurts. It forces you to really kind of look at yourself. It forces you to examine what you believe, what you've been dealing with, or what it is that you've been dishing out, to really kind of focus in on growing that love, or giving a special love. And as a man, sometimes I can honestly say that we get caught up in so many different things that don't really matter, or so many different things that we don't even realize attributes to us not being able to fully kind of connect to that love, or even provide that love. So I I got way off topic at first, but I'm kind of reeling it back in. And what I really wanted to talk about today was being a modern man, but also being a man of God. And how do you kind of navigate those two things? Like balancing lust, or I would say figuring out what lust really is and what it looks like, or at least in my life, while being a single man, was challenging. um Social media stuff is everywhere. Of course, I'm a single man, so dating, or attempting to date, or even just having conversation, it was it was something that I found very, very, very interesting. um I know I'm not the only one that faced it or faces it, but it's something that I feel like a lot of men hide from talking about, because a lot of us, 9 times out of 10, we just really aren't strong enough to really kind of face lust head on, because that's really what it is. Like, lust is a continuous battle. And sometimes, as a man, we get blinded to what that really takes to fight it. So that means, of course, taking control of what all you ingest. What is it that you feel? What is it that you're seeing? What is it that you're hearing? What are you continuously feeding yourself to either feed that, or feed the escape? And that escape being something healthy. So whether it's you reading your Bible, you going to the gym, getting into therapy, you having an accountability friend, whatever it is, that's where you really got to kind of figure out what those things are, figure out what that foundation looks like. And the foundation, of course, is key for anything, whether it's a house, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a habit, whether it's something that you're currently pursuing, whatever it is, you got to have a baseline. um Take that time to build your foundation, and you'll forever prosper. You'll forever be able to conquer whatever it is that you need to do. And for me, that foundation was in God. The Bible tells us, through wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. It was Proverbs. But you need the wisdom, you need the understanding, you need the knowledge, and those are all foundational for doing anything. So as long as you can build your house on those things, you'll forever be able to, like I said, prosper and get to where you need to be. Um, but I found what worked for me was limiting those encounters, creating those boundaries. And creating boundaries is hard as hell, especially as a man. Um, you get called strict, you get called crazy, but what it is you having self worth. It's you having the ability to say, hey, look, I know where I'm heading by making these decisions. I know what I'm doing wrong. I know what I need to be doing right. Um, and nothing's wrong with all of those things. Those are beautiful things that shows growth. I think for me, a lot of the times when I attempted to grow initially, I I got discouraged by growth because it's not pretty. And then a lot of times you got to say no to a lot of the stuff that you used to say yes to by having those boundaries. Ain't no more you being accepting of late night texts or, any of those kinds of things. All of that stuff has to go by the wayside because not only do you respect yourself, and you're growing within yourself, but it creates that boundary for you to not walk down those same paths, and that's ultimately what you want. Building that strength and building that character, it's not only fueling, what you have as an end goal, but also it's pleasing God, and that's paramount to pretty much any and everything it is that we could do on this earth. So creating those boundaries, that's key. Build your foundation. That is also key. Um, but then outside of that, balancing what you see with what you pray for. A lot of times I would think if I'm interacting with a woman and she's checking all of the boxes. Now I done came up in my head like, yep, God done finally allowed me to meet my wife or the woman that I'm gonna be with. And then I pray on it and God's like, nah, bro, I ain't I ain't said nothing like that. You just met this lady at the gas station. Like she ain't nothing like what you think. So being able to use your discernment, to understand yourself, to have that wisdom, but then also take everything to God. Um, and that is my, I would say, list, my short list of the ways that it it's allowed me to build that foundation to be able to recognize what's lust, what's not, but also clear a lot of mental space. Lust takes up a lot of mental space, emotional baggage. It is heavy. It is heavy as hell, man. So if I can encourage anybody, male or female, to to take those steps, man, it's worth it. It's a very freeing process, and it's not for everybody. So please don't take my advice or what I've found to work for me as something that I'm just preaching to people from the rooftops to say, hey, look, you got to do this or you got to do that. Nah, this is your uncle on the couch sharing some tips, some tricks, some everything it is that I went through, so that somebody else out there can really kind of learn something. They can, maybe hear something that helps them, hear something encouraging, or even just be like, hey, look, somebody else going through the same thing while I'm trying to go through it. I found, like I said, if you listen to one of or I think it was the last, I think, yeah, my last. I didn't post that one. If you listen to it, you heard that, I feel like these spaces don't necessarily exist for us, especially us as black men. So being able to kind of hear somebody else go through some of those kinds of things, it helps. The same way that people, look at other people's hair growth journeys or their beard growth journeys or, any of those kinds of things. For me, this was along those same lines. Documentation of my journey, continuing to elevate through God's grace and being able to help people out and sometimes talk about the things that, us as men or us as people, we kind of stray away from. Um, so, if I can help one, that's all I'm good with. But you'll know the right decision for you when you make it. You feel the energy, right? whenever you make you make an energy, you make a decision, you make a decision that it's kind of questionable. You feel it in the pit of your stomach, you feel it in your spirit. Like, nah, I should have did this, should have said that. I probably shouldn't have, X, Y, and Z. It's the same when you make a good decision. You make a good decision, you know, all right, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I need to get away from this. I need to do that. And you feel lighter. You feel freer. You feel clearer. Those are some of the things and attributes that I kind of gained, through going through this process. So to those who genuinely are looking at it from a pretty introspective point, that'll be my question to you. What are you what are you willing to part with? What are you willing to set up as a boundary? What are you willing to examine about yourself, or even be honest about yourself with, that you're really kind of letting live within you? So no matter if it is lust or anything else, it could be past hurt, it could be depression, it could be any of those things that we typically face and we try to face alone. Ask yourself, like, what are those things, and then why. Do that searching. It's only beneficial to you. It only helps you. It's not gonna feel good. It's not gonna be pretty, but it's something that I promise you, it's only gonna add value to you. And then to my fellas, write them love letters, man. 50 Cent said, what'd he say? If I wrote you a love letter, would you write back? Y'all ain't even rapping like that no more, man. We gotta get it together. We gotta do something special for the ladies, especially Valentine's Day coming up, man. If you're lucky enough to have somebody that you love in your life, make sure that you take care of her, man. Show her something good. Tell her you appreciate her, not just because it's Valentine's Day, but because it's needed, man. We all focus on so much of the big picture, that we kind of miss all of the little things. Doing the little things always feel good, man. I'm sure she'd appreciate hearing that you appreciate her on a daily basis, or if you bought her something just because, or you shot her a cute little text or something like that, or whatever it is, man. All of the small things, they matter. And that's something that I picked up along the way. um, Learned it through experience. So trust me, I know that one works. Now, me myself, I'm not taking the love letter advice. Number one, I'm single, but number two, that Chat GPT, it sounds hilarious. I actually want to try that. So I'm gonna do it just for myself, and I'm gonna tell Chat GPT to write me a love letter. Um, I may read that on here. That'll be hilarious. But outside of that, man, it has been a wonderful little winter lock in. I'm loving having the time to myself. Hopefully, y'all loving it too. I know everybody was talking about having their snacks and getting snowed in with somebody. I ain't snowed in with nobody, but I got hella snacks. Like, I went snack crazy. So I literally just been trying stuff, like just doing stuff for no reason. It's fun though, using my free will, like not having to have somebody be like, "Hey, put that down." It's dangerous because for me, it's been turned into me just eating everything, but it's also fun as hell. Like, I feel like a big teenager with money. Like, this is amazing. This is what adulthood should feel like. But thank you all for stopping by and tuning in again, man. I promise you, like I said, I'm working on these visuals, working on expanding to other platforms to continue to try to really grow this little platform, man. Do something with this little thing of mine. That's the goal. So I'm working. It's a work in progress, man. But I appreciate everybody that's supporting from the ground up. I genuinely appreciate it, man. So whether you took the time to listen, whether you took the time to tell somebody, it's all appreciated the same. So I thank you. But keep rocking with me. Like I said, I got visuals coming. I got some guests coming. Trying to deliver more content to make it a little bit of something for everybody. So got some good episodes loaded. Um, it'll be a pretty good journey. So I appreciate you, whether you at work, whether you at home, whether you snowed in with the kids, you snowed in with your boo, whoever you with, whatever you doing. I appreciate you for giving me 20 minutes of your time. Um, Thank y'all. Keep tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Come sit on the couch. Come kick it. Come listen to your boy talk. But other than that, all I got is peace, love, and chicken grease. Appreciate y'all.